Hey all y'all out there in YouTube. I just wanted to take a minute to create this video and to discuss something that has come up more than frequently, too frequently in the last 6 months that I feel like I need to discuss. And it really is important, I think, that I say it. Over the last several years, I have started buying a lot of my parts from one of our online merchants, the biggest one probably out there. I'm not going to mention any names, but they are known for using Chinese manufacturers and suppliers. And I think you guys know who I'm talking about. It starts with an A. So I bought, to start with, the one that really jumped out at me first was I needed to put a timing belt on my car. It's a 2005 older car, and it had reached 130,000 miles, and the timing belt was way overdue. Usually you change them about 100. But I did it, and I did it at 130. Well, the local parts stores were about $230 for timing belt, water pump, idler, pulley kits. This basically a all-included kit to change timing belt in one of these vehicles. Water pumps in there too, if I didn't say that. And I put it in. I went on the internet supplier, and it was like $150. And so I opted for that and bought it. And like I said, I have bought many parts from this supplier because I find them to be a lot more economical parts wise. And I bought a lot of parts for the Jeep, which I'm not sure of all that in the hindsight, but I guess I'm going to find out. So anyway, to go back to the belt. Had the belt on 130 and driving along, no problems, nothing going on. About 180,000 miles. I was going home from work one night, and the car just shut off. And no warning, no nothing, just cut off. And I was able to get it home. We pulled it home, and then I was in the middle of building that pool at the time, and so I sent it out to another shop, garage, local here, and told him I did run the code. I ran a code to see if there was any codes coming up, and there wasn't. And I thought the computer had gone out the way it cut off, and I really didn't check it very closely. I just assumed the computer was bad. Sent it out, told him what I thought, told him what I checked. And he called me back, said, "No, your timing belt's broke." I said, "What? The belt's only got 50,000 miles on it." He said, "Yeah, it needs a new belt." He said, "Actually, you're going to have to replace the motor because this is an interference motor, and the valves, I'm sure, have hit the pistons in the process of it breaking the belt because it snapped." So I said, "Okay." And so we started looking for another motor. I bought a used motor. But in the meantime, I told him, I said, take a look at the belt and see if there's something I did wrong on the installation that would have caused that, because normally belts go longer than that. And he didn't really answer me back. So one day I went over there, and the motor was sitting there on a pallet where he took it out. And I looked at it, and he looked at it, and I said, "Man, that belt looks terrible." And he goes, "You put a belt on that car 50,000 miles ago?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "It looks like it's got 150,000 on it. If you didn't tell me you did it yourself, I'd say somebody gypped you." And I said, "No, I did it. And that belt looks terrible." And I said, "That's what I get. When you buy a $150 belt off of a Chinese-made belt, that's what you get, is a Chinese-made belt, and don't expect it to last." So I would chalk that up for experience. A very expensive little gig. And so let me see, what else has happened? Oh, this is all automotive. When he gave me the car back, it was throwing a code for a temperature sensor low. And so I went to the local parts store and it was $40, which is okay. But on this internet provider, it was $10. Wow, why are they charging so much? So I bought one, $10 one, put it on. The engines, as soon as I put it on, cleared the code, cranked it up, it run good, turn it off, turn it back on, threw the code again. Temperature sending low. And like, so I went through the process of checking to make sure that it was grounded properly. I took off the Teflon tape because that sensor didn't have any kind of insulation on any kind of a locking or sealing compound on the threads like you get when you get them from a parts store. I put Teflon tape on it, took that off, put it back in there, tried that, same thing. Ordered another one because I thought maybe something's wrong with it. And I ordered another little wiring harness on the end because that car's got a lot of miles and the harness was pretty rough. Put on and on. Didn't work. Kept throwing the code. Low temperature sensor. And I looked it up. And low temperature sensor means that the ECM, the computer, is not getting the right voltage from the sensor that it's supposed to. That it's not like it's supposed to be 5 volts. It's not getting the full voltage through to the sensor. So I went to AutoZone and I bought one of their $40 sensors. Brought it home. Didn't drain the fluid or nothing. Just rolled that one out. Put the new one back in there. Didn't do nothing to it. No Teflon tape, nothing. No nothing. Screwed it back in there tight. Put the plug back on it. Cleared the code. Cranked it up. Drove it. Turned it off. Turned it back on. And the light has never come on again since. So, there again, Chinese. I don't know. I'm starting to think, man, maybe not. And then another automotive thing with the same car. I put a fuel pump in it, 2 years ago, I think. And right after I got it back from the motor being in it, it started throwing a code for misfires on a couple of cylinders, number 2, number 4. And I'm like, that's weird. So, cleared the code, drove it some more, threw the code again, and this time I noticed that like the motor was starting to skip. It had a skip to it, a dead skip, like the plugs were bad or the coil pack's bad. And I had bought that coil pack online also, so I bought it as a Chinese coil pack, and it was about a year old, and it was very cheap compared to the local. And I called a local parts store, bought a new coil pack, put it on there, cleared the code, and it ran fine. But within about 2 weeks, it started throwing the same misfire codes, and number 2, number 4, same cylinders. So I did some research, and apparently, if you got a fuel pump, injector that's sticking a little bit, it will cause a misfire code also, besides the coil pack. Because normally a misfire code is a coil pack. And I put some Marvel's Mystery Oil in the tank, a bunch, like 10 ounces in 4 gallons, which is way overkill to try to lubricate the injectors. And I drove it for a little while, and it was still coming back, the misfire codes. And I noticed something when I was putting my code reader on the car, hooking it up, that when the pump would come on, it was going, whoa, it was making this god-awful gargling noise. And I'm like, I wonder if there's something going on with the pump. So I went ahead and bought a new pump. And again, this time the pump cost me $250, which is about $100 more than I paid for the original one on the online. And it's easy to put a pump in this particular car. It goes in from under the back seat. Put the new pump in there, cleared the code, nothing since. So there again, Chinese pump, not good. Chinese coil pack, not good. Chinese temperature sensor, not good. Chinese timing belt, bad, bad, bad. They're making them out of cheap rubber. That's how they're able to kill us on prices. And they are beating our people up and beating up our brick and mortar facilities out here. And I'm just telling you, you get what you paid for. Parts guy, I told him this story about this temperature sensor. He goes, you get what you paid for. And sure enough, he was right. So this is it. That's all I'm going to say about this whole thing. I have bought several parts online from this particular company, and they're going to be on the Jeep. So I may be in for some problems that I'm not sure about. But when it comes to automotive parts, hard automotive parts, stuff that's important, stuff that I don't want to have to take it apart again, it's going to take me half a day to fix. I'm buying local parts store parts because they seem to be holding up better. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. And yes, I have plenty of footage for the Jeep. I'm trying to get this wiring put back together. I got plenty of footage for me wiring it up, and I will send that to you. That'll be the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tell somebody about it. I got business cards coming. I'm going to start giving those out. I learned that from another from another YouTube guy. What do they call him? I'll call him a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. Thanks for watching. See ya.